For any strategy to have a chance of success, you have to have the support of senior management. So how do you think about engaging the boss in this process?
The absolute key is early and often. The biggest mistake by far I see in strategy in larger organizations that have multiple tiers, like divisions that have to report to the overall CEO, is they wait until too late to get approval for something rather than getting alignment along the way and feedback and contribution from the boss along the way.
And so again, this can work against our natural instinct. Our natural instinct is to wait until we have quite a buttoned up point of view and a beautiful slide deck, and to go in and get the boss's buy-in to how we're thinking about it. You and I agree that is the worst possible approach to any meeting, but in particular to a strategy meeting. So say how you think about it.
Yes, I think if you're getting buy-in at the end, you're in some sense saying, I do not want any contribution from you. I have already my beautiful PowerPoint deck, it's all hardwired and everything, and all I want you to say is yes, and then I'll be happy. What utility is there to that? I think there's almost none. What I'd rather have is the boss who's there because he or she has got lots of experience, a broad perspective on the overall company, to early on be contributing with their ideas. So I would say it's a mistake to go any further in the process than generating possibilities before you go to the boss. Once you've got your possibilities, it's a great time to go to the boss and say, you know, we were considering this problem. We've started to think about the possibilities. Here's the list we've been able to come up with. Are there any that we're missing that you could see? You can often get some extremely valuable feedback at that point. It is much better than at the end having the boss say what is often said, well, have you thought about this idea? Right? That's too late.
So we've picked these key points where you want to have conversations, but it's also about a slightly different kind of conversation. The boss has this unique view. They see the entire enterprise, and the danger of going in with a buy-in mentality is you don't know what you don't know. So you want to be able to have some ground rules for that conversation, which are about saying, I'm going to share with you our thinking, and our thinking we're pretty excited about. We think it's pretty good, but you see things in a way that we can't. You see things that we may not know anything about. So what are we missing? What are you curious about? What do you want to ask us? And it really is about setting a different kind of conversation between leaders of the organization and the most senior leaders, a different way of thinking about what a conversation between those groups look like.
Absolutely.